In a minor victory for the family of 13-year-old Brennan Loveless, his killer received twice as much prison time as expected today for defying judges' orders. 35-year-old Bradley Law of Harpersville was sentenced in Broome County Court today. Loveless was hit by a pickup truck driven by Law shortly after 5:30 p.m. on January 1st while the boy was riding his bike on the shoulder of Route 7 near his home on Belden Manor Road in Sanitaria Springs. Law fled the scene while Loveless, who was thrown 180 feet down the shoulder, laid on the ground suffering from serious injuries. Law then staged a bogus accident with a deer the following day in an effort to cover up the damage to the truck. Law was initially charged with criminally negligent homicide, but a grand jury did not indict him on that charge. Instead, he agreed to plead guilty to criminal possession of a firearm and attempted leaving the scene of a fatal motor vehicle accident. Judge Carol Cacciola questioned Law's remorse and truthfulness, pointing out that he had changed his story multiple times. She says his actions demonstrated a callous disregard for human life.
After you struck him with your employer's pickup truck, you apparently dragged Brennan along the road and then left him behind to die. I thought about Brennan's last seconds on Earth, as I'm sure his family does every night when they close their eyes to go to sleep. I only hope that he did not suffer any conscious injuries.
Under the terms of the plea agreement, Law was to receive two sentences of 1 1/3 to 4 years in prison that he would serve at the same time. Brennan's family was outraged at what they considered a lenient sentence and staged a rally prior to today's sentencing. But Cacciola announced that she was no longer bound to all of the terms of the plea deal. That's because Law violated an order of protection by continuing to live with his girlfriend, who he was accused of choking during a domestic incident back in June. So Cacciola ordered that Law serve the sentences back to back, bringing his total prison time to 2 2/3 to 8 years. Brennan's grandfather, Tim Hall, says Law thought he was above the law, and now he knows better.
It makes it a little bit better. We still miss Brennan every day. Nothing will ever bring him back, but justice is somewhat being served. We can accept that. It's not what we wanted, but we can't accept it.
9 family members, including his parents, sisters, and grandfathers, gave victim impact statements to the court on behalf of Brennan. His mother, Christina, says Brennan was very outgoing and spirited and loved bicycles. He was riding the new bike he got for Christmas when he died. The courtroom was close to full with Brennan's family and supporters. They turned their backs on Law when it was his turn to speak. Law apologized, saying he never meant to hit Brennan and claiming that he did stop to see what he had hit, but did not see anything.
I didn't think it was a young child. I would have tried my hardest to save this boy's life. That's what I do. I'm a firefighter. I save lives. I don't take them. And I do apologize to everyone. I have a daughter, an 8-year-old daughter. And she's my world. So I can just imagine how these people feel.
Brennan's family rejected Law's apology, calling it a joke. Cacciola says Law will eventually have the chance to see his daughter again, while Brennan's family will never have the opportunity to see him learn to drive, graduate high school, or get married.